Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. We are here tonight to talk about the latest episode of the challenge, the challenge 35. You know, spies, lies, and the allies, all of that good stuff. I have three three main points from Wednesday's episodes that I want to go over. I'm not going to hold you here long. Hopefully, we can still have a little bit of shade and a little bit of fun. Hey, Eric, I see you in the comments. So let's just jump right into it. Up first, let's just get the rookies out the way. The rookies, we say it every week, they not about nothing. They don't contribute anything to the game. They're in here volunteering themselves for elimination. So it's nothing really to say about them. It's Berna and Huey and Jeremiah damn near volunteered and Priscilla damn near volunteered. You all said, hey, everybody in the chat, I see you all. This episode was the best episode of the season so far. I agree to the point only because somebody switched it up, but I call production on that. Hello, Michelle. Eric, we going to get to Amber B. We going to get to Amber B because Amber B, I see it. I see Amber B for her works this episode. Yes, Zaki, everybody, we let's get through the stupid stuff first, and then we gonna get to Berna, Amber B, and the partner flip elimination. So let's just get right to the challenge. The only thing exciting about the challenge this week are those underwater jet skis. That's now on my to-do list for when I go to Jamaica next year. I want to get on an underwater jet ski. The preview last week made it seem like, oh, Berna and Huey might win this week. If they win, it's going to ruin it all. Once I saw the puzzle, I called it last week. Y'all remember. I said Huey and Berna not winning a puzzle, it's going to be CT. And of course, CT won the puzzle. I say it every time it's one of these type of competitions. Whenever there's a rolling clock competition and I can't see the time, production can make anybody win whoever they want. So moving on. Berna and Huey didn't even win they heat. So so the drama of the episode. Let's get Berna out the way. Berna aggravated me this episode. All last week, Berna was like, I don't like Amber. She fake. She played a victim this. And I get it. But Berna turned around and do the same thing this week. She cried over CT and Emmy so much this week, I wanted to reach through the TV. I'm like, girl, no, you didn't. You shedding real tears. Like Emmy does not know you. She doesn't owe you anything, and this is for $1,000,000. Friendship, be damned. This is for $1,000,000. So I wish Berna would have just said what she had to say and move on and been like, I'll just go on elimination and get me another partner. Berna kind of irritated me with that because I'm like, how can you talk about Amber B and then you turn into Amber B over CT? So Berna and wait, hold up, let's go back. Zaki said Huey said they finished the puzzle, but they didn't know to say check. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't go first. So they weren't in the first heat. They were in the second heat. And you saw the first people yelling check. I don't know if I believe that. But now you say Berna and Huey actually won their best, but forgot to say check. They won their heat. Is that true, T, y'all? Well, they dummies for not yelling check. But even if they won their heat, would production have let them win it all? Because CT was still in the last heat. I don't know. I wish they could have pulled it off so we could really see a shake up in the game, but It is what it is. Um, it was pictures of them finishing their puzzle. I believe it because their puzzle looked good. If I'm finished and I'm saying check, you saying check loud as fuck. I know that's right, Jermaine. Hey, I mean, I guess it's a part of being a rookie. I don't know if Huey is foreign, but I guess Berna is foreign, and maybe she didn't realize. But her man Nelson wasn't yelling like Berna say check. I don't know. I don't know. It's very unfortunate that they lost it, but it is what it is. If they come back, I bet you they'll remember next season. But a part of me just I don't know. Like this is episode 8. You ain't figured out you gotta yell check yet. I don't know. I don't know. But let's move on. Hey Charles, I see you out there in the chat. So we got Berna out the way. Let's jump over to Amber B. So last week, somebody peeped that Berna voted for Devin and Amber, as she should have. Like she didn't want to vote in her friend. It's a burn vote. Amber B talked so much shit this episode. I was like, okay, now Amber B is aggravating me. Now I see why people don't like you. She all in the confessional. I'm not gonna be happy until Berna goes home. And if I have to take her out myself, I will. Now the whole time I know Amber B is talking shit because she don't want to see any parts of an elimination. And KC called her out on it too. Like, okay, yeah, Amber, I'm gonna sit here and let you talk, but we know you talking shit, girl. Go ahead. I don't like people like that. Cause now you want to be big and bad this week. But last week, a bitch throw a drink in your face and you ain't got nothing to say. You over here hugging the girl and accepting apologies. No ma'am. You either gonna be a weak bitch or you gonna be a strong bitch. You can't play both sides. And she's one of those people that likes to talk about herself. Like this whole episode, she was talking about, I'm a champ and people hate on me and I'm a champ this. And I'm like, yeah, brag, girl, brag. But if it wasn't for you being at the bottom of the Big Brother Alliance, you wouldn't be a champ. If it was right, Charles, I see you in the chat. I want to see Amber come back on a season when it's one-on-one competitions, when she don't have an alliance to hold her up, when she got to go into eliminations by herself and not eliminations with weak bitches. Last season eliminations don't count. They damn near gave her those hall brawls. And whatever she did with Huey this season, he dragged her through that pipe maze. I want to see Amber B go up one-on-one with somebody. Matter of fact, I want to see Amber B do 2 + 3 + 5 and do that. Then I'll be amazed. Because mind you, if the final last season, let me stop being shady. If the final last season was solo, she would still be stuck in that ice cave figuring out her math problem. So I need Amber B to calm down. Calm down. I see why nobody likes her. Like I saw it clear as day. Let's see what everybody else had to say about Amber B. Somebody please teach Amber B how to argue because that was cringe. Amber B doesn't know how to argue. She's not a confrontational person. And you notice all her shit talking was in confessionals or she was over there shit talking with her big brother clique. Amber B doesn't do all of that other stuff. She's not a rah-rah type of person. So I don't know why she even started it. I wish they would have threw her ass in. Amber B was acting like she could actually right. Amber B was doing all that talking because she knew nobody was going to throw a vet out there. They trying to get rid of the rookies. So you could talk shit when you know ain't nobody going to throw you out there. But I wish CT would have pulled her card. I'm ready for Amber B to go. Yeah. I want to see Amber B do something to actually prove herself. Now, what I'm not going to do is take away her win. She's a great runner. She did what she had to do in that final to win, but we're not going to pretend like you did what you had to do to get there. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all laughing at me? I'm not gonna say nothing else shady about her. I'm not gonna say nothing else shady about Amber B. Okay. She would have got purged in that final. She sure would have. And we don't even know what would have happened if KC wouldn't have broke her ankle. So, or her knee, whatever KC did. But let's move on from Amber B. Let's talk about the deliberation. Because I don't know what Burner was in there talking about. To me, if I was Burner in elimination, I wouldn't have shit to say. Because you already going in. You knew that last episode that Luca Angelo. You knew last episode you were going in. I wouldn't have shit to say in elimination. So let's talk about the hot shit talking that I was here for. Priscilla. Priscilla gets the Did That award because Priscilla called Amber's card and I was here for it. Now, Priscilla, you was being messy and you should have stood in it. But I understand you're a rookie. You had to ease it in there. You was like, I ain't trying to be messy or shade nobody, but Amber, I heard you said you wanted to take Burner out yourself. What's tea, girl? You want to go into the elimination? I was so happy Priscilla called her out because Amber B turned about 3 shades lighter than what she already was. It looked like she saw a ghost. Like, no, bitch didn't call me out. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I love that Priscilla called her out. All the other little yin yang in the deliberation was pointless. Jeremiah stood up and said, "Is his name Jeremiah? I'm good for calling people the wrong name." Jeremiah said he want to go in there and win something. Now let's talk a little strategy, and y'all put y'all strategy if y'all agree or not in the chat. I want to know what's up with Corey and Nelson. At what point do they not see they at the bottom of the vet alliance? At what point do Corey and Nelson not grab a hold of Priscilla, Jeremiah, and any other rookie that ain't brainwashed by a vet and start making some moves? Because if they banking on Amanda and Ashley, I ain't never banking on a bitch who stole $1 million from her partner. And Amanda is a layup. She's not winning anything. So I'm just looking like, when is a vet? Right, Michelle, are Corey and Nelson even on the season? We really not going to see them now that Burner gone. All Nelson had was his little triangle with Burner. I want to know when they're going to wake up and say, okay, maybe we should gather some numbers. I don't know. I'm looking at people like, okay, y'all really just going to rookie this out. Who's at the bottom of the vet alliance and who's going to make a move first? We don't know what's wrong with Corey and Nelson. They just there to be there. They just there to have some drinks. They just there to get whatever little check MTV gave them because they obviously are not playing the game. If Corey and Nelson don't start winning, they going in pretty soon. Next week, somebody vet team is going in. And I'm telling you, I can already see it being Nelson and Big T or Corey and Bettina. Them the only teams I see getting ready to get tossed out there. So I felt like they should have made a move this week. Now let's talk about production real quick, because somewhere at the end of the deliberation, Tori wants to yell out the vet strategy. Yeah, I know y'all got to go in. I don't know who y'all gonna pick out as a partner, but if y'all pick a vet team, it won't be no more rookie teams. I don't know why y'all ain't figured this shit out yet. And I'm looking at Tori like, are you serious? Like, what are you doing? What made you think that was a good idea? And then Ashley now wants to double down with threats. Like, yeah, if somebody pick a vet team, we on y'all ass. Y'all going in next week. And I'm looking at Ashley like, they going in regardless. So why not do a vet team if you going in regardless? So I call production on that. What do you all think? Because I just don't see Tori just yelling it out for no reason. Why would you do that? You in the bag. You in the game. Tori, outside of KC, I don't see nobody else beating you. Why would you do that? So I don't know. Zaki, you said Tori not smart. I mean, she not smart, but is she that dumb? Is she that dumb? She pretty much, Tori and Ashley pretty much told Priscilla and Berna, pick a vet team. Like, you pretty much gave them the instructions. Because I posted on Twitter, like, if Tori and Ashley didn't have this outburst, would Priscilla have figured it out? Because we on episode 8 and they ain't figured it out yet. So would she have really figured that out if they didn't yell it out? I don't know. Charles, you got a whole bunch of names on here. CT, Devin, Kyle, Amanda, Ashley, 90KC, and Josh have the numbers to run the house when it's only vets left. Right. Tori, Nelson, Big T, Corey, all of them are out. They going down there next week. Big T and Nelson are going down there next week. I can already, Nelson or Corey, one of them are going down there next week. I don't know. Tori wants to be all that, but does nothing and is an instigator. I mean, she had to get her camera time some kind of way. I think she wanted to break them up since the second episode. Tori has wanted Big T. I think even the vets are bored. Like, can you imagine just sitting up? I mean, even they're bored. The competitions look boring. I haven't seen an exciting elimination all season, but the one when they jumped off the cliff into the water. They're probably bored and they probably like, let's shake this shit up. And Tori probably know. I'm telling you, I don't like to give Tori too much. I mean, but she is on my fantasy team. But outside of KC and Tori, I don't see any other girl up there doing anything. So she probably feel like I can talk all the shit I want. Nobody here is gonna beat me. I don't know. I don't think anybody's scared of Ashley, right? I think that's right now. I don't know what TBH is. I'm sorry. Tell me in the chat real quick what TBH is. I wouldn't be scared of Ashley either. Ashley is a good competitor. I'm not going to take that from Ashley. And Ashley does good in eliminations when she's prepared. But if you blindside Ashley and throw her in elimination, you could win. Okay, Charles, to be honest. Charles be getting my acronyms together. Okay, to be honest. Forgive me. Even if Jeremiah and Priscilla kept their own partners, wouldn't there still be no rookie teams? Facts. But why the hell would Jeremiah want Big T? And I forgot who the hell Priscilla's partner was. Why the hell would she want Nelson? Let's go ahead and get to it because I'm kind of upset with the partner switch. I probably would have wanted Nelson over Josh, but she recognizes the Big Brother Alliance. So that's probably why she picked up Josh. But let's get into the elimination, because the elimination was actually better than the whole challenge, whatever they did with them puzzle pieces. They had to climb up some ropes. No, they didn't climb up the ropes. They climbed up this pole and they had to use some kind of machete and zip line down a rope thing, whatever it was. I forgot already. I like the elimination. The elimination was exciting. The elimination showed physical strength. It showed partnership. If it wasn't for the ass, my girl Berna probably could still be here. Now, Priscilla and Jeremiah was up that pole. It wasn't nothing to them. They was left, right, and they was up there. But they were having a hard time using machete on their ropes. Huey's ass was so big, Berna was literally snatching him up the pole. And whenever he could get his footing, he couldn't really be back to back because he had to turn his ass sideways. And I said, that don't make no damn sense. Now, I mean, get your body, get whatever you want. But that didn't make no damn sense that he couldn't get up that damn pole because his ass was too big. But it is what it is. I was holding out hope for Berna. Like maybe they could do their machete thing faster. But no, Priscilla and Jeremiah pull out the win. And I'm so happy for it because all the vets were up there shaking like, what are they gonna do? Like, this isn't Emmy. This isn't Ed. They not scared of you or your threats. They gonna pull your card, Ashley. And I'm so happy Priscilla stole Ashley's partner. I kind of wish, I feel like her stealing, she's still, Josh left Ashley with a better partner. I feel like Ed is way better than Josh. So, but did you really want Devin? No. Man, don't nobody want to be partners with Devin. I wish CT was still open so CT could have been stolen, but she did good to steal Josh to get into that Big Brother alliance. What I didn't like, I wouldn't have stole Tori over KC. Jeremiah, you don't know Emmanuel. He don't even live in this country. You ain't even got to see him again in life. I would have stole KC from his ass. I would have got me an in with that Big Brother alliance. Jeremiah and KC could be a beast of a team. Not taking nothing from Emmanuel, but I would have took KC and Tori could have stayed over there with whoever she was with. So that's who they stole. That left Nelson with Big T. And like I said, Nelson and Big T probably going to be in elimination next week. And then it left Ed to go over to Ashley, which I think Ashley actually partner up. So what do y'all think about that? Let's look at some of the chats. Jeremiah said he wanted to go in because don't nobody want Big T. Guaranteed. Don't nobody want Big T. Yeah, we forgot all about Nany. Is Nany even on the show? Nany got a whole girlfriend on the show, and we don't forgot all about Nany. I'm telling you, next week they need to get rid of 6-7 people real quick. Go ahead and do a purge episode and let's get this thing going. Eric said, Nany who? Nany keeps getting an easy ride to a final. I don't know if she's going to get an easy ride to a final. She ain't guaranteed to go. She going to get close to it, but she going to get thrown in. Nelson was so mad. He was with Big T. I agree. Nobody wants to be Big T. Like, Big T can be as friendly as she want to be. She could be the house it girl. Everybody want to party with Big T, whatever. But don't nobody want Big T on her team. They team CT didn't even want Big T last season. I like this elimination, but I don't like that there are too much physical eliminations instead of puzzles and strategy. I feel like it's too many puzzles and strategy. I'm happy with this elimination. We done already seen them rope climb and flip pieces. We done seen them dangle their partner and do a maze, a little map. No, I want to see physical eliminations. That's what we want to see the challenge for. Too many of these dailies are puzzles. I'm tired of the puzzles. I want to see more strategy within playing the game. And what's up with the secret vote that everybody can see? Like, you in a room, you could literally, you can't see the people on the other side of the table, but you could literally look down the row and see who everybody is voting for if you got good eyes. I don't understand the theme. Like, you can do so much with spies, lies, and allies. I ain't gonna get back into what the challenge should do. We went over that. Poor Huey, forget Huey. I enjoyed Huey on the show. He made me laugh, but forget him. Priscilla said on a podcast was best 2 out of 3 and they edited to make it 1. Oh, it was the best 2 out of 3. Why? They only need to do this one time. I guess if she said it, like, why lie about it? That's not something to lie about, but Charles being shady, he shouldn't have gotten his BBL. Let him get his BBL, but if you're going to get a BBL, you got to be prepared for the challenge. I feel like I already read that one. I see CT is winning the challenge. I can see it right now. There's no male in the game that can go into elimination and take CT out. CT is great at puzzles. No one is going to physically take him out with a pole wrestle or a hall brawl. Corey, if Corey and CT got that same run and hit the light bulb that Corey took Darrell out last year, that might be the only elimination I could see CT losing. And it would only be against Corey because Corey is fast. Nobody's getting ready. CT is winning this thing. He's winning this thing. Let's move on. I don't want to talk to Charles about it because CT on Charles' fantasy team. So let's skip over all that. I'm tired of the puzzles too. I'm tired of them too. I'm ready for them. Yes, I'm ready for them to do an endurance challenge with their partner. This is going. They did it last year that's when we figured out Big T and Anissa can't run a half a mile. It's time for them to do something where they have to get dropped off somewhere, run a good mile and a half, do like a mini final type of challenge, and let's see who got what it takes. I can see half of the cast dying. I can see half of the cast dropping dead and not even finishing it. But that's what we need some challenges. Challenges. I'm over the puzzles. I can go on my cell phone and play all the puzzle games I want if I want to see people do puzzles. I can watch myself do it. And any challenge without an explosion. Like, yeah, you can keep your explosion, but make the challenge difficult. Thank you, Charles. Everyone give me a like. I agree. There's no one that, right. Nobody's going to beat CT in elimination at all. So where do we go from here, y'all? What do we think is going to happen next week? We're at a point now where we finally going to get at least one vet into elimination. Who do you all think is going to get voted into elimination next week? Who do you think is at the bottom of the vet alliance? Charles already talked about it, but I want to know what everybody else thinks. Who do you think is at the bottom of the vet alliance and is going to see elimination? I think Corey and Nelson are in big trouble. They're in big trouble. We hear Devin talking about we need to throw in CT. We don't want any champs who won $1 million to be in the final again. And I understand that. But no one's taking out CT. So CT gonna be there. Even if they send him into elimination, he's gonna come right back. That's what I was thinking. Like, why would you vote CT into an elimination just for him to come back, get mad, and vote your ass in the next week? I don't know. Oh, next week is going to be a good challenge. Now, I like when they have to wrestle around in a mud pit and get a ball. And I don't know exactly how they're going to, the rules of wrestling around, but it's going to be physical. And I like when the challenges are physical. I just don't see, like, I can see CT and Emmy winning this all over again. I don't see who do you all think will win the challenge next week? Ed and Ashley have a good chance, because I think Ed is going to get physical. Nelson and Corey have no chance because they partners suck. Like, Bettina isn't about to wrestle anything from anybody. Neither is Big T. So I can see Ed and Ashley winning, or maybe Corey and, I done said Corey, but I meant to say CT and Emmy. In the preview, Josh and Corey were arguing because Corey was helping Jeremiah out in the daily. Now, let me put my thinking cap back on. Jeremiah just picked up, I just said it and I just forgot. He picked up Tori. Okay, Jeremiah and Tori could win this too. Now, let's go back to Charles' theory real quick. If by now, episode 9, Corey and Nelson have figured out that Corey, Nelson, Tori, and Amber B and Big T are all at the bottom of the vet alliance, I can see Corey helping out Jeremiah because Tori is a strong female, and it's probably gonna be between Tori and KC in the girls round. So I can see that, and forget Josh. Forget Josh. Who cares? You think, oh, everybody think Amber B going back into elimination next week. Amber B is partnered with Devin. I think Devin is on the side of the numbers. So right now, Amber B is protected with Devin. No one is going to throw Devin down there right now. Charles, you agree with me? Big T and Nelson. Yeah, they probably going to be down there. Josh has a lot of pull this season, not going to lie. Does he? Does he? Like, Josh is in a strong alliance, but does he really have pull? Like, can Josh say something and make it happen, or does he have to wait for KC or Fessy to give him the okay? Mm. Everybody's agreeing with Charles, Corey, Nelson, Big T, Amber. That's why I don't understand. If you feel like you at the bottom, why are you continuously going with this rookie challenge? We talked about this, Andrew. Why can't they do what All Stars did and pick who you want to go against in elimination? I agree. The All Stars twist was the best twist I've ever seen on the challenge, period. So everybody's saying Nelson and Big T, Amber and Big T. If they give CT a weak partner, they could get him out. Yeah, but Emmy isn't a weak partner. And how would they give CT a... Someone would have to go in, beat whoever, and then still Emmy. And out of all the girls, why would you want Emmy? Emmy cries over every fucking thing. She gets on my nerve. Everybody thinks Emmy and CT are winning next week. They're going to win again and again. Casey and Emmanuel have a chance? I don't think so. Casey has a chance for the girls, but Emmanuel ain't beating CT, Corey, Nelson. No. Mm-mm. For elimination, they give him Big T. That means someone would have to steal Nelson, and someone would have to steal Emmy for Big T to be stuck with CT. I just don't see anybody stealing Emmy. I don't. And then we're not going to forget about production. Production wants CT to be there. CT is the only person really right now a lot of people are even watching for it, because I don't care about Big Brother. I don't care about Kyle and Devin. I don't care about Ashley and Amanda. I care about Corey and Nelson, but like we said, they barely even on the show. They don't even get any airtime. I thought you were an Emmy fan. You thought I was an Emmy fan with my blue nails. I like Emmy, but she aggravates me. The blue nails, next weekend is my mom's 70th. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Why can't I say 70th? Y'all get it. Birthday. She's turning 70. And she's a Zeta. So the theme of her party are shades of blue. So that's why my nails are all the shades of blue for the party next weekend. Ain't got nothing to do with Emmy. But that was a good one. I don't dislike Emmy, but she do too much whining and crying, and the way she follows. Let me know in the chat. Is it weird that everyone calls him Uncle CT? Something about that bothers me. I don't know why. It bothers me, like, oh, Uncle CT. It's kind of like a worship thing to me. And I mean, CT is good. And then you got to sign a contract in hot sauce. Like, all of that bothered me. I'm like, girl, are you here to be a fan of CTs, or do you want $1 million? I need them to get people who want $1 million. I agree. Since the first episode, Emmy, the way she called out Michaela, the way she just sucks up to the vets, like she has no mind of her own, it bothers me. I agree. I hate the Uncle CT. It is very cringy. And everybody in the house is now starting to do it. And I wish CT would tell them, don't call me Uncle CT. Like, he's not that old. He's not that old to be y'all damn uncle. Maybe he is. Shit, I don't know. But it's weird. Again, I don't know what NGO stands for. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm old. I don't know what all the acronyms stand for. I don't know what that means, but it is weird. I don't even want to try to guess what NGO stands for. Amy is not my fave. Super annoying. Yes. Yes. Nani is just as old as him. Do they call her Auntie Nani? CT is only 40. Okay, CT is around my age. So, yeah, we ain't never gonna lie. Y'all teaching me a lot. Never gonna. I need me an acronym dictionary. I ain't know what that meant. It means not gonna lie. Never gonna lie. I got it. Priscilla said in the aftermath, the only reason all the vets like Emmy is because she's an ass kisser. Let's address that. Because this is what I did not like about the aftermath. Amanda, who is probably one of the most hated contestants ever on this show, people can't stand Amanda, have the nerve to say people don't like Berna because she don't have no friends in the house. And Berna was like, no, because I ain't kiss y'all ass in the house. I don't like how the house is turning into like a Mean Girls fraternity / sorority. Like, yeah, you want to come make friends with the vets, but if you're not licking their asses, then you on the outs. We don't like you. We don't want to talk to you. All Berna was doing was playing the game. Berna knew Emmy was going to steal her partner. So she wanted to remind KC, you know everybody in the house don't like this bitch. Why don't we throw Amber B into elimination? Hell, you don't even like Amber B. Why not throw her in? That's all Berna was doing, was playing the game. But since Berna want to play the game, CT is like, I don't like Berna. She doing too much. Not everybody don't like Berna. So it's like, do y'all want to play the game, or do y'all just like, why even bring in rookies if you're not going to play the game with them? You know, like, why even have them here if all you want is a group of people to kiss your ass and push you further to the final? Let's do I agree. Amanda was way out of order the way she said that. And I'm like, bitch, don't nobody like you or your purple friends. So just be happy you got an invite to be back on the show. Because you was the one who had to lick Fessy all up in his mouth for you to get some camera time. So check that, Amanda. Amanda got on the season where people like her and don't know how to act. Amanda got on the season where probably the most popular vets didn't want to come back due to COVID. So she got the little scragglers, because we've already discussed we didn't care about 80% of the vets that did come back. So Amanda was very lucky that they didn't invite back people, because if it wasn't for the cast, Amanda would be the first one in the elimination pit. People hate Amanda and her purple friends. Right, these vets ain't nobody to kiss up to. Half of them ain't one shit. They don't know how to act. Zuda, you didn't know I was live. Yep, you gotta I didn't put it on Twitter. I'm sorry. I didn't put it on Twitter this time. I agree. Somebody told me this last week. CT wants partners he can control. That's why he didn't want Burnout. I get it. CT plays a quiet game. He likes to go under the radar and pounce when he has to pounce. I get it. It's just boring to me. It's boring. So, Zuda, you missed what happened. Amanda had the nerve to tell somebody people don't like you when don't nobody like her ass either. Emmy turned on the rookies real quick. She did. Was that smart? I don't know. I mean, Emmy doesn't bother me. I can see Emmy being a lot of fun, especially with her little alien song, and she has quirky ways. I can see her being a fun person to be around, but let's not act like she doing too much. Cam doesn't like Amanda. She would have been gone. Period. Would have been gone. So, Zach, Bananas, Leroy, don't nobody like Amanda. How dare you come in the house and say people don't like you because you want to play the game? Cara, Can't nobody stand Amanda. Yes, her purple friends, the purple ones. Imagine your show being Imagine your show being carried by Devin, Josh, and Kyle. Trash. You don't even hardly see Kyle. Is Kyle on the show? Who was his partner? I don't see Kyle ever on the show. Josh is extremely sad. And Devin is a layup. Like, he's only going to stick around to the end. So when CT or, you know, somebody bigger have to go into elimination, they can go against Devin and win. Right? Half of these people lost almost every elimination they ever played in. I agree. I agree. You think Emmy is playing a good game? To be honest, I ain't gonna knock it from her. She's playing a good game in the eyes of she's now with CT. She did what she had to do to get to CT. But Emmy isn't stable. Like, I don't know how CT thinks Emmy is more stable than Berna. Emmy breaks down at the drop of a dime. The only thing good about Emmy is she can be controlled. And why you want to be on TV known as the bitch who can be controlled and has no mind of her own? If that's a good game, that's a good game. But Kyle and Amanda are... Charles, I ain't seen Kyle on the show since day one. I haven't seen Kyle. The last thing I remember about Kyle is when he was wrestling with old boy last season and he flipped him in that white sweater. I haven't seen Kyle this season, so I didn't know who his partner was. I barely seen Amanda. We only seen her when she was Fool Our Line with Fessy. Emmy is so emotional. When she won, she was all over CT and he looked uncomfortable. Probably worried what his wife would say. I don't think that's it. I don't think he worried about. I don't think CT wife worried about Emmy at all, because she calls him Uncle CT, and that would be extremely cringy if you was turned on to somebody you call uncle. But we've seen worse. We're gonna skip that comment from Charles right there about his fantasy team. We don't care nothing about that. Y'all good and shady. Y'all saw Kyle's teeth on this episode. I missed it. Jermaine, I'm with you. I'm ready for 38. Let's go ahead and just wrap this up and bring on All Stars 2 and just do better on 38. Like, really. We can go ahead and have a purge and go ahead and purge about 10 people and get on with the final right now is all I care about. Charles, that was some good shade. You wish Cam and Natalie from Survivor were back. I'm happy they're not even on this season. Don't even mess up Cam's name with this trash ass, sorry ass, boring ass season. Let's just let Cam enjoy her man in Houston for a little while, and she'll be back for 38. They need a whole new group of vets next seasons, or the ratings will get lower. They just need to bring back popular vets. If y'all didn't watch last week, me, Charles, and Drew, we had a great conversation about the people we would like to see come back and help make the show stronger, and people who we would like to see go away. I think they put 37 in production so fast, probably so they can have another show in the tank, that maybe they didn't go to the drawing board enough to really think about how this would play out. I can't imagine. One thing they could have did for 37 that would have made this season 10 times better is that the agency can pick whoever they want to go into elimination. If the agency had to pick a team to go into elimination, and it was, you would always have a rookie vet team. It wouldn't be all those rookie teams. So if they would have just did that, that would have made it a lot more entertaining, because now you have to worry about, okay, you want to throw Amber B in, but now maybe Fessy can't throw in Amber B if he got to throw in Josh too. So that's all I'm saying. If they would have kept that one thing Not you could pick anybody out of everybody to go in. If they would have said agency, you got to throw in one team, this show would be a lot better. The strategy would be a lot different. So we talked about that last week. We definitely want to see Theo back. They said he is cleared to do these challenges with one eye. But somebody said Theo had a baby, so he didn't want to leave his baby during COVID. So maybe Theo might be back for 38 or something like that. Turbo, I don't know the T on Turbo. Maybe he acted out too hard the last time he got kicked off, and maybe he won't be invited back, but I don't know. And I agree with you, Jermaine. This would have been the perfect season for a skull twist because not only do you have to throw people in there, but those people will now have skulls. And this is a perfect season where y'all had 36 people. You could have stopped at 8 skulls, and now half of y'all got to go home because y'all was too scary to even go down there and get a skull. So I just don't think they thought 38 all the way out. I think they just wanted to get 38 out for the public because we had missed it for so long that they didn't really think about how it would play out and how boring it would be played out this way. But hey, they got time to do better. Okay, everybody. I think that was it about this episode. I'll be back next week. Now that Big Brother and The Circle and a lot of the Wednesday night shows are gone, you know, nothing trumps Survivor. I'm always going to do Survivor on Thursdays. But now that a lot of other stuff is gone, I might can do Survivor and then the challenge after Survivor all on Thursday. And we can have a good time and not do it on a Friday. But I will always put it on Twitter when I go live. Tomorrow night is going to be The Circle. We're going to talk about the Circle finale. Y'all know James won, and I got a lot to say about that. I ain't going to talk about that right now. We're going to save that for tomorrow night. 6 Central is usually when I go live. So that's The Circle. I want to do a Big Brother 22 lot. It ain't even 22, 23 to congratulate Xavier. If I don't do it tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. Charles told me if I don't do it this weekend, just don't do it at all. So we'll see. I definitely will tweet about it if I do a Big Brother shout out to the winner and things like that. But thank you all so much for supporting my channel, liking this video, subscribing, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all. I have a great time. Okay, Michelle, I'm going to do the Big Brother recap. It's going to be Saturday or Sunday. Look out on Twitter. It's Kiss My Cheeks TV on Twitter, and I'll post when I'm going to go live. And it'll also be on my YouTube because I usually schedule them in advance. But I forgot what I was saying. But thank you all for supporting the channel. I have a great time with you all in the chat and everything. This is a lot of fun. So there you go. So we'll have a good time this weekend. Tomorrow night will be The Circle. And I probably will do Big Brother tomorrow night too. Who is banned? Are we talking about Turbo again? He might be banned. I don't know. But we'll discuss some more about the challenge next week. Y'all have a great weekend. I hope to see you tomorrow night. Have a good one. Bye.